I've witnessed that when I've looked at, I've spoken with grave diggers who since 1993 have been forced to maintain and take care of graves where unmarked, unnamed people lie buried. And if you look at the FIR, I have one in front of me, if you look at the first information report, for example, put together by the police, it often states, in the ones that I've looked at, almost always it states that these are foreign militants without any evidence. And wherever these graves, for example, have been identified, people who live in them have been identified, we find that they are largely not foreign militants, they are not foreigners, they are not even local militants, they're just ordinary Kashmiris killed in fake encounters.
The intensity of findings made by International People's Tribunal on Human Rights and Justice is indicative of what would potentially be uncovered with regard to single, multiple, and mass graves and the number of people killed if independent and transparent investigations were permitted in Indian-administered Kashmir. It's reasonable to assume that the total number of disappearances since 1989 would correlate with the number of bodies in unknown, unmarked, and mass graves.
That we want the international community and the Indian state and society to understand what this issue is, why such crimes were committed to suppress a people who demanded something which is as democratic and peaceful as right of self-determination, and that in the course of which war crimes were committed, we want accountability for that.
As the skeletons are tumbling out of the cupboard one after another, it's adding to the pain of already bleeding wounds of relatives of the disappeared persons.
कोई मदद नहीं मिल रही, मैं सब जगह गई, वो बोलते, कोई बोलते आएगा, कोई बोलते वो मारा गया, मैं उसी का इंतज़ार कर रही हूँ।
हमारी डिमांड अब ये है कि इंटरनेशनल लेवल पे, नेशनल लेवल पे नहीं, इंटरनेशनल लेवल पे हमारा मसला हल हो, कोई ऐसा कमीशन बिठाया जाए जो हमारे मसले को हल करे।
हमने यूनाइटेड नेशंस वर्किंग ग्रुप ऑन एनफोर्स्ड डिसअपीयरेंस, उनके साथ हमारा काफ़ी लिएजान है, हमने उनको केसेस भेजे हैं और वो उस पर काम कर रहे हैं। और इस वक्त भी हम बहुत से ग्रुप जो है इंटरनेशनल लेवल पर, हमने उनके साथ अब राबिता किया है। अब केसेस अब तो वहाँ हम भेज रहे हैं, क्योंकि यहाँ तो कोई फेथ नहीं है अब लोगों को, इस इंस्टीट्यूशन में ये फेस नहीं रह गई है, न तो सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट और न स्टेट गवर्नमेंट।
Duhum pyara, chuna nira malalatai. Yani potra kya kurta.